Hello, Tom. This is Brian Del Turco with True North Inc. Thanks to the digital revolution, today's publishing brings great opportunities to writers, both emerging and established authors. The barriers to publishing have been virtually erased, and what True North Inc. does is empowers the writer to give voice to their message or story in this new publishing landscape. What we do is provide concept to completion consultation, editing and book shaping, interior and cover design, and ebook design and product placement. We also help authors establish a quality web presence with website design and social media consultation. I have two questions. How can I use inbound marketing to locate emerging authors, as well as business and nonprofit leaders who want to publish? And second, and maybe this is a more general e-commerce question, what advice would you have for authors to utilize a book as a magnet of sorts to create products around, like, for example, an e-course or an audio download, etc.?
The world is changing, especially for authors. It's never been easier to get published, but harder to make a living doing it. Even making a buck is tough now. So your question first, Brian, is how do you attract those authors? And I would say, look at your ideal buyer persona. Those authors that are writing, if they're writing, they're also reading. So I think the blog that you have up there right now is perfect for engaging them. Always focus on how you can help them, what their problems are. They'll find you. Now, the bigger question now is what can you offer them to monetize their book? And I think this is a place where inbound marketing sort of merges with e-commerce for authors. And I think it's going to be very interesting over the next 3 or 4 years to see where this goes. Because when you think about it, when you write a book or when you sell a book, that person is not your customer. They might be Amazon's customer or Barnes & Noble's customer, but the author just gets a little fraction of that. And I think it's a very exciting time for authors to say, how can we use a book not as a revenue generator, but as a business card, a brochure, something to build the brand so that they come back to us. And I think while it might be a little bit tougher in fiction, I think in nonfiction and educational space and some of the training space, it's so powerful, because what you could do with that is when a book is published, go ahead and put right in there and say, there was so much information in this book that we couldn't fit it all in. So if you go to the website, you can get more of it. So now when they go to your website, have them fill out a form, just their name and email address. All of a sudden, they are now your customer. And you can start giving them helpful information, checklists, guides, videos that add to that experience. So really, they bought it from Amazon, but you're the one that's nurturing them. You're the one that's getting to know them. They get to like you. They get to trust you. And what would be interesting is at the end of every chapter, go ahead and ask them another question for another download of stuff. It could be questions about, what they thought of the chapter, what more they would like, how they learn, all of those things, so that at the end of, say, 12 chapters, you could see a better profile of who this person is, so that you can serve them better. And at that point, you can really reach out to them and say, hey, I've got a workbook that you could buy on this. I've got a video series. I've got a one-day seminar. I've got a retreat that focuses on this. And the possibilities are really endless with that. And so as you look at that on a book, even at the most, maybe you're making $1 each copy. But if you can go ahead and sell a workbook that's self-published, you might make $20 off of that, or a conference. So I think it's really exciting how we can use these tools and rethink of what content means. Much like inbound marketing, you give away free content to attract visitors and engage them and then turn them into customers. I think it's going to be different. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, they've got their customer already. For the author, that's the time where you need to use the book to attract them so that you can engage them and ultimately make them customers, delight them, and then truly make them advocates. Thank you for your question, Brian. It's an exciting time for publishing. And until next time, this is Tom Schwab with the Inbound Movement.
If you would like to receive a review from an inbound expert and have your business and website featured here on the Inbound Movement, just send us a short video. Get full details at inboundmovement.com/feature me. Now go attract, engage, and delight your customers.